Hello and welcome to this week's vlog from Madison's. Well, the stamp duty holiday deadline is looming. It's the end of June that the real big one ends, and I don't think there's any rumours this time about it being extended. So of course there's lots and lots of speculation about what will happen post the stamp duty holiday deadline, the one that ends at June, that gives you the big £12,500 saving if you're buying over the sum of £500,000. You'll just save £2,500 if you complete before the end of September. So obviously enormous energy in the market. We are feeling that massively as people are struggling to meet that deadline. Many of those deals, interestingly, were made without any expectation that they would save money on the stamp duty holiday, because of course it was always originally set to end at the end of March. So when we were negotiating deals in February, and certainly towards the back end of February, that was looking very unlikely. But of course then it was extended, and everyone probably breathed a sigh of relief and thought, well, we'll definitely save that money by the end of June. And there is so much pressure on the system that that's looking very, very difficult for many. So real speculation. I read as many reports about how the market will crash after it, as many thinking that the boom will continue, but there's no doubt that so far this year it has been an amazing year. Here's a great graph that Zoopla produced, which I think summarises everything very, very well. It's basically showing you the year average for last year compared to the year to date for this year, and you can see demand up a whopping 28.6%. 22.1% up on number of sales agreed against last year's average. New supply, new stock coming to the market down 1.9%. And when you think that for 7 weeks of last year, of course, we were fully locked down, and then for much of the rest of the year we were working under constrained conditions, that's incredible, really. That shows how stock is so difficult at the moment. Sorry about that, some van screeching off. And you can see there the stock of new homes for sale down a whopping 20.8%. That's certainly due to the fact that so many properties are going under offer. And you've heard me talk at great length about how quickly properties are going under offer at the moment, far quicker than normal. My thoughts, I think the market will slow a little bit. I think as we ease out of lockdown and people catch up on meeting up with friends and shopping and all the things that they haven't been able to do for a while, then the surfing of the internet and their thoughts on home moving might get delayed for a little bit. But I do think that the market will remain strong. We're still seeing lots and lots of activity. We've agreed 18 sales this month and 5 this week alone. So we're still seeing plenty of activity. I think that will continue, but will just ease a little bit to perhaps more normal levels rather than the incredible activity that we've all seen. But as ever, I will keep you posted with the market as it develops. Well, it was interesting this week to see that the government has officially launched their Common Hold Council. The Common Hold is a structure that is used to own many properties everywhere else, apart from in the UK, where we predominantly have either leasehold or a share of freehold arrangement. It's a bit like a share of freehold in that the residents collectively own the building and have a greater say in how it is actually managed and run, but they collectively own it with the landlord. That's the fundamental difference. So share of freehold, there is no other freeholder out there. You have complete autonomy. Common holds are like a step down from that, but a significant step on from leasehold, giving residents greater control over how that building is run and avoiding unfair shark-like practices around how leasehold properties can be owned. So that's been really welcomed by the industry. It'll be interesting to see how that council address and progress the issue. Well, let's give you some real property gorgeousness to feast your eyes on. How about this? A magnificent chateau at Kinmel Hall, based just in North Wales and in Abergale. It's a chateau-style mansion. Was sold under the hammer. It's absolutely massive. It's got 122 rooms. First completed in 1874, was designed by one of the most influential architects actually of the Victorian age, the renowned William E. Nesfield. His architecture is everywhere if you look for it. Lovely, lovely architect. And it was built in the style of the Palace of Versailles. It was the private residence of a wealthy copper mining family until 1929, when it became a health centre. and then it was taken over as a hospital during World War II. It needs a lot of work doing to it. So that Grade 1 listed building had a guide of 750,000, but was sold on the 13th of May for just £950,000. Yeah, it shows, I think, the deep pockets you need to sort that one out. Buying it isn't at the end of the story, but I thought that was quite good. Well, if you want to own a slice of a really lovely property, then how about this lovely flat that I'm marketing for sale on Queen's Road? It's absolutely beautiful. The current owners have completed a wealth of renovations and improvements to it and made it super stylish. It's 2-bedroom, very spacious accommodation, heart of the St John's district, walking distance to all its great amenities, and has a lovely communal garden. On at a guide of 540,000. Give us a call if that one's of interest. But if you're thinking you'd rather be further outside the town, how about this one? Wickham's Barn in Brenchley, 1.25 million. Really good, generous accommodation, lots and lots of space for home working and to enjoy the gorgeous countryside around, and all beautifully presented. That's on at a guide of 1.25. If either of interest, give us a call, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye bye.